I need to try with a loop group, definitely. I'm really interested to see.
It doesn't, now that you know the idea of it, you can obviously put anything together, and you basically only need people who aren't afraid of their own voice and who can kind of improv. Improv acting is good because basically what these people do is they make up conversation on the spot. None of it's really scripted. A lot of loop groupers do have binders of material. Like for example, a typical loop group scenario is a hospital, for example, and we have a dramatic shot in a patient's room, but we want to get the hallway behind them. So we need doctors conferring with patients, a nurse's station, the hospital pages. Doctor blah blah blah, please report to radiology, and so they have all these terms at their disposal, and most of these loop groupers actually can sound like physicians and doctors. Like they know all the mumbo jumbo of the blood types and they just have pages and pages and pages of things to say, so they don't have to think completely off the top of their heads. But some of them have been doing it so long that they can do that, or they can sound like police officers, and the procedural things that police officers say. A lot of them get transcripts off of police radios, actual police radio conversations that have happened, so that they can sound authentic. And in the example of CSI Las Vegas or any show that we do, they'll typically have maps of the cities they're in, so that they're actually using real street names from that city, as opposed to just turn right on Elm Street. Like they'll get the real deal, and they can talk about the actual airport in that city, the actual some big buildings or landmarks. So they go almost overboard to be authentic, but they take what they do very seriously, and they try to have real conversations in the background, knowing full well that they're going to be played really, really quietly in the end. But they're going for it, so they do a good job. But anyway, to get to your point, if you have a group of friends that are a little bit, they can ham it up a little bit and aren't afraid to just sort of mimic sort of having conversations. That's all you really need, is that little hubbub in the background, blah 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 blah, and it it works, because when you shoot a scene and you have a crowd, the crowd behind the actors in a real production aren't saying a word; they're just kind of moving their lips. So we fill it in later on with loop group, and it seems like a bizarre way to do things, but that's the way we've always done it.
No, it's fantastic. I'll be trying to listen out. I'll try and look up on YouTube some loop groups and CSI and see.
I've never looked up. I wonder if you could find some actual. And some sound libraries have some loop group wall and stuff.